One is trying to shove this a little bit forwards. Some of the bigger stuff I want to keep back here. This is the beginning of it. And these ladies don't like to get out of your road. They like to be in your way when you do this kind of thing, which is kind of frustrating but funny at the same time. You got to break it up a little bit when you do this. When you find a bigger piece, I like to keep it to the back here. Mainly because I'm going to clean out their coop, and all that straw and wood shavings is going to come in here. And all the older stuff is going towards the other end. They definitely break it down pretty good for us. They just get in your way when you do this, and then they fight over scraps that they didn't see yet. But it makes the chickens happy, so. And they give us a fair many eggs. And then this spring, a lot of this will be used as mulch over our garlic patch and a few other places. It'll also be bundled up and left to finish decomposing a lot of it. So basically I'm just shoving this stuff here out of my way. So that's probably about all I'm going to do to this area. I'm going to spin around and try to clean out their coop. As you can see, it's got a lot of straw and wood shavings in there. It's probably 4 inches deep in that area. And I won't say all, but most of that's going to come out. Most of that's going to come out and go in here. And most of that's going to go in here right at the very beginning stages of this, right where the first bunch of chickens are. And then I'll put new straw back in this. Back in this will have new straw in it. So inside this area, these chickens is going to drive me insane. There's no doubt. You don't want to stab none of them with a pitchfork. And at the same time, you want to get this cleaned out. It doesn't smell by no means in here, but I don't want it to start smelling either. That's why I have a handle. The handle of my pitchfork is short. If I had a full-length handle, I wouldn't be able to get into a lot of this. A lot of poop in here, and it'll help rot this straw down. This straw acts as a diaper, basically. Straw and the wood shavings that's in here acts like a diaper. And I just keep adding to it and adding to it. Only cleaned this out This is only the second time I cleaned this out this winter. And I'll clean it out one more time at the end of the winter. This will be the end of it. Basically, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna clean it all the way out. But the stuff on the bottom actually looks pretty rotted up. Looks pretty good. And on the clear bottom, it does have a little bit of an odor to it, but not too terribly bad. The main thing is it needs watered down, and I'm not dragging out a water hose. It's too late in the season for that. So it'll take a little while, but it looks, the stuff on the bottom actually looks pretty good. I got most of it out here, not all of it. As you can see in that little time lapse, these little ladies was getting in my road along with their pile. I'm not going to take it all out. Main reason, well, actually there's two reasons why. One, my compost pile's ginormous, which is a good problem to have. But the main reason is because all the critters that's down in here crawling around and whatnot is good microorganisms, and the chickens can and should benefit from them. If I clean this out spotless, it's like your brooder from flock to flock. If you clean it out spotless, all of the good stuff that the chickens put in there already would be gone. So just take out a little bit, add more wood shavings, then add the next flock. I just want to get most of this out because it's getting too thick in there from adding to it all winter long. But I do got a big pile of compost out there. Well, it's not compost yet, but it will be. Watch out, sweetie. You're in the road. Don't want to harm you. I'll get this, and I'm just going to throw a bale of straw in. I'm not going to put any wood shavings in this evening. The next time I add to it, I'll put in wood shavings. So I got out of their coop everything I'm going to get out of their coop. And this I'm just going to shove in that way a little bit further so I can still get to their door. These little ladies like to get in the road. But a lot of that was down in the bottom actually looks like it's decomposing pretty good. So tonight when I come out and close the door, I'll have a mess to clean up, which is fine. I've had a mess to clean up in front of the doorway for the last couple weeks. Because they kick it out and the door won't shut. Right now, if I had water if I had the water hose hooked up, which is too cold for that, I'd wet this pile down so it would rot up quicker. But they are calling for rain the next, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember which. Watch out. How comes you always got to be the one getting in the road? This one right here is probably the most orneriest chicken we have. Ain't you? You're always under my wing, under my feet. Ain't you? Always. She's probably the best one we have. Probably no doubt the smartest one we have. But she's always under my feet. Anytime I come in this chicken yard, that little lady right there is driving me insane. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Come on. You just couldn't move. Come on. Get out of the way. Watch out. Get back, ladies. Watch out. These girls are nuts. Seriously? I haven't even got the twine took off of it yet, and you're already crawling up on top of it. So when I add straw to it, watch out, you're going to get smashed. And they'll flatten the rest of it out. If you watch them for a few minutes, they'll take care of cleaning it up. They'll scratch that out until I come out at 6 o'clock or 6:30 and shut the door. It'll be leveled out flat. They'll have it kicked around and loosened up. Then we'll see how one bale does. I'll probably put another bale in tomorrow evening, but that stuff on the bottom, that stuff that was down next to the ground level, that stuff's pretty good looking already, decomposing really good. There's still a lot of big stuff in there too, but that's definitely some good looking stuff so far. I could find better if I wanted to dig down a little bit more. But they definitely rotted up. Break it down and poop on it and scratch it up. These ladies are compost making machines, that's for sure. Now for the next few days, we'll have to change their water out half a dozen times because they'll have this big mountain of compost stowed in there. Camera lady can't. Here, there you go. She had the tripod still opened up and trying to carry it around. Need to shove this back in there further, but I hate to. The old rooster was getting frisky until he saw me. Then he was scared of me for some reason. I never done nothing to the poor guy. And in the morning, when I come out and feed them before I leave for work, I'll dump their food right on top of this pile. I usually dump it in the whole thing, but in the morning I'll just dump it all right here on top of this pile. I'll probably, of course, he knows what it'll look like till morning, but till evening, I should say. It won't be that tall till then. But I'll take and scratch a volcano in it, then pour the food right on top, make it as a big dish. So that right there, that's needed done for a few weeks. Last time I was going to do that and I didn't. I just added another barrel of straw. This time I did it. If you look closely, there's a naked neck chicken trying to hide. Like, man, I can't even crawl up on top of that thing. I'm just getting a dust bath. Heck with it. Needed. She just put. I'm sorry, I mean it's spooky, buddy. She just put crumbled up eggshells in there. Grit. We usually use oyster shells. We keep our eggshells and grind them up, and then that there will be their calcium source for a while, and you can see they're definitely going after it. Well, we're going to wrap up here. So we're going to let these lovely ladies do their thing. So if you ain't subscribed, please do so. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed. And probably tomorrow evening, when I get home, I'll dig up the raspberries that we've already sold and get them mailed out. Hopefully Wednesday morning, first thing. So you should have them this weekend. Anybody that has ordered and anybody that hasn't ordered, the link will be below. To our online store, we have raspberries, Jerusalem artichokes, soaps, shampoos, you name it, we got it down below. So tune in again. Take care and God bless.